I mean, it's not a lot of people, but it's not a big deal. Like, we want to help every single teacher to get started with EdPuzzle. So, first question is like, what are we doing here? What is EdPuzzle? So, basically today I'm going to speak for 15 minutes. So I'm going to ask you to not use your computers at the beginning and just listen. And then later, after these 15 minutes, where it's going to be a very short presentation about EdPuzzle and how to use it, we're going to jump on the product that you will be able to play with it. We're going to go around and help you create your first lesson. So what is EdPuzzle?
Bagels too, in the site.
Yesterday, like every single time I tried to make a different presentation about EdPuzzle, because otherwise it would be too boring. So EdPuzzle is basically you can pick any video available, and then you can trim it to take only a piece of it. You can record your voice at any point to make it more personal, and then you can embed also questions along the video to check the understanding of the students. So basically you pick a video, you customize for your own needs, and you create your own lesson. But where is the power or the superpowers of EdPuzzle? So the strong part is not only that you can customize your own videos, so you find that almost perfect video on YouTube and you make it perfect for your classroom, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is terrible. But the power is in the analytics. So once you share those videos with the students, we automatically collect who's watching the video and who understood the lesson through the questions. You can even go deeper and check for each student how many times they watch each part of the video. So you know where each student is struggling through the lesson. So this is super powerful as a teacher because, for example, Kumi was explaining us that last week she went to a conference. She assigned a few videos to the students. They could watch those videos while she was in Boston, and she could check for all her students where they were at through the lesson. So this is super powerful tool. It's 100% free. And if you're not mind blown right now, I'm going to share with you a few examples on how to use it. I was a math teacher. Any math teacher in the room? Awesome. Fantastic. So as a math teacher, Khan Academy is pretty famous. You can build your own Khan Academy page. You can pick your own videos. You can upload your own videos directly to EdPuzzle. And basically flip your class by assigning those videos to the students to watch at home, and then use the time in the classroom for more hands-on problems or whatever you want to do in the classroom. For science teachers, any science teachers, great. 2 weeks ago I was interviewing teachers in New York. They were using EdPuzzle to explain how to use the different equipment in the lab through videos, so that they didn't have to repeat over and over again and do not use it this way. So they had all these explanations in videos, and the students could watch those videos to use the time in the lab to do experiments and do not spend much time repeating over and over again the same instructions.
So they watch these at home?
At home, and or through the mobile phone. We have an app, so the students watch it at home. They respond to the questions you embedded, and while you're sitting at home, you can see who's watching the videos and the responses to the questions. We have also seen teachers use it inside a classroom. So I was visiting a school in San Jose, I think it was. There was a teacher that said, I want the students to have different learning stations. So one part of the classroom will learn from other colleagues, like peer-to-peer interaction. Another one, they will learn through videos, so a more visual, independent station, let's say. And then another one where they will learn through an experiment with the teacher supervising the experiment. So the student will learn the same concepts, but in different areas. And I said, wow, this is fantastic. Like, you can use EdPuzzle however you want. And then finally, for language teachers, obviously, you can travel through the videos. You can take them to different countries to learn a pronunciation from a different country. You can show them news from another country. You can show them movies, advertisements, cartoons, manga, or something like that. So again, videos are a super powerful tool. We are just making it extremely easy for you to use it in the classroom. So now probably you're thinking like, oh my god, how can I use this in my class? So stop for a few seconds. Do not think yet about that because we're going to have time to do that. I'm going to spend 5 minutes. I'm going to try to be as short as possible to show you exactly what you can do with EdPuzzle through the website. Then 5 minutes if you have any questions so that we can respond, and I expect you to listen to your colleagues. And then 15 minutes to play. We can brainstorm on how you plan to use these in your class, and you can definitely use your laptops to create your own lessons. Probably one of the first questions I will have to ask is this free? Like, yes, it's 100% free for teachers and students. We make money with premium versions for schools and districts and other things. So everything you will see, 100% free for teachers and students. Then other questions. Well, we're gonna see the questions while we play with it. So I don't know if we can see it.
Seven.
A little bit. Wow. If I go to preference.
You can use the green one, and it'll be
Well, anyway, you're going to go to edpuzzle.com, and there are 2 buttons, basically. We are not very good designers, so we said, let's keep it simple.
Looks nice to me.
Yes, that's what we thought. We were like, we don't have to create a fancy website, so let's keep everything as simple as possible. So 2 buttons, one for teachers, one for students. We still have some students clicking here, I don't know why.
Because they wanted to.
Yeah, they are like, I'm sorry, I created a teacher account. And I'm like, okay, don't worry. Every day I have like 2 or 3 emails like that. Anyway, tell your students to read. Students, click here, teachers, click here. Anyway, you click
A
here.
little like a little person versus
Yeah.
an adult.
Yeah.
And this is a short introduction to EdPuzzle. Basically what I've told you. You can pick any video. You can embed questions at any point. So, and then you collect all the feedback from the students and you can watch their progress. Then I'm going to create class. You can use Google single sign-on, EdModo. Actually, we have a really cool integration with Google Classroom. Great. What do I teach? Math. Puzzle. School. Awesome. So as you can see here, this is part of the onboarding process. We do a gray screen. It works like a YouTube. Like you have a search bar, you search whatever you want to teach, and then we're going to show you different lessons that you can use. So, fractions. When I search a video, I can pick any video from these different channels. We have EdPuzzle, where we have lessons already created by other teachers. So you can copy those lessons with questions embedded, comments used in the classroom by other students. So this is definitely a place I would go to. Or you can pick YouTube, Khan Academy, or any other channel. So here you can see that there is a very popular lesson used. I can click on the video to watch it, or I can click use it. If I click use it, I will be able to customize this lesson for my own.
Are these like organized by popularity?
We thought about organizing by popularity, right now it is like that. The idea is in the future to spend more time here, because I don't think a good lesson is the most popular one. Probably a good lesson
Yeah.
for you will be different
Yeah.
from a good lesson for her.
Right.
So we're gonna try to pick the information around you. Like I teach math in this school. My students watch these previous videos, and then recommend you specific videos for you from maybe another teacher in the same situation. So the idea is not to make another YouTube where you have hundreds of millions of videos, and the most popular ones are the ones from Khan,
Yeah.
from Khan Academy, which probably is not useful for you.
Right.
So the idea is to use that information to help you find the next lesson.
Okay.
We haven't built that yet. We are going in that direction.
Okay.
Are any of the lessons like interactive, so the kids can, the question part is, well, besides the question part, like they can, like for instance with the fractions, can they actually manipulate the fraction tiles at all?
No, not at the moment. Like you will see, it's super simple. Maybe not as specific for math teachers, but we try to keep everything simply powerful, like we say. You will see how it looks. So I'm going to click here, and here we have 4 different options. We can trim the video. This what we call the audio part. So you can record your voice all over the video. This is useful for Spanish teachers like me that want to translate the whole video to Spanish. Or what I usually recommend is you can embed small audio comments along the video. And obviously embedding questions is the most powerful feature. So I'm going to trim this video. I'm going to skip the audio part and I'm going to jump directly to the questions. I pick one part of the video and I click the green button under it. And here I have 3 different options. So I can embed an open-ended question, I can embed a multiple choice question, or just a text comment next to the video. So students, take notes at this point, or something like that. The multiple choice, true, false, or we had a positive psychology teacher, Ronnie Habib. He embedded questions like, how do you feel today? To collect some data from the students. Usually shy students, they don't want to express their feelings to the teachers in person. So maybe this could be a good way to collect that feedback. Or open-ended questions like, what do you think is going to happen now in the video? Or stuff like that. So I'm going to embed at any point. You can embed images, hyperlinks to PDFs or whatever you want, equation formulas for math teachers. You can also leave feedback, immediate feedback for the students. So when they respond to this question, if you want to give an immediate feedback after they respond, you can do that by clicking here. So once I'm done, click save. Let's see the questions they embedded here. Well, basically they embedded a few. There are teachers that use it also for exams. So they just let the students watch the whole video, and at the end they embed 1,000 questions, so that they get all that information at the end of the video. I think it's fine. However you want to use it. At the end, you click finish on the top right corner. And here, we have to, now that we've created the lesson, we have to share it with our students. How we do that? So we create a class, at 101. This is where you can upload if you want. We have the prevent skipping. Prevent skipping is a tool where once you share that lesson with the students, you probably want the students to watch the whole video, at least once. So this is the prevent skipping. The prevent skipping means that the students will have to watch the video and they cannot skip the questions or they cannot skip parts of the video. Even if they go to Twitter or Facebook, the video stops and they cannot continue playing the video unless they go back to that video. Yeah.
Can you see that in the infometrics or
Yes.
whatever at the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they try to skip, no, but you will see their progress, so how much they watch from the video and how many times they watch each part. So this means that they have to watch it at least once, and then later they can move freely from the video and watch it again as many times as they want. So we prevent skipping the first time, but the next time they can move around as much as they want.
So what I was thinking was like, if there's a definite pause, like a 5-minute pause or a 2-minute pause or something like that. Can you see that?
You can see the time they spend in the video, but you do not know if they stop at certain points. Basically, because we have teachers that they start watching the video in the classroom and they say, watch the rest of the video at home. And you would have a pause of, I don't know, 5 hours maybe. And it wouldn't be reliable information. That's why we didn't do it, because we know there are teachers use it in the classroom and then assigning the rest of the video at home.
Well, you can pause for any number of reasons anyway, so it doesn't tell you
Like bathroom.
Yeah.
Anyway,
dinner.
I can select the prevent skipping, and I'm going to click send. Once you share this video with your class, and this, I promise, is the last step, you have to invite your students. To invite your students, you just have to share a class code. You only do this once. Only once. Once you share this code, it's like the key to your class. They open the door, they get in the class, they are connected forever to your class. Well, you can delete them later if you want. But basically they are connected to your class. Every time you assign one video to that class, the students in that class will receive it, they will watch it, you will collect the data. Next week, you assign another video, they watch it, you collect the data. So no more codes, nothing else. They are connected forever. So I will share this. Let me show you how it looks. And that's it. I can add more classes. I can share the assignment if I want to share a link or embed it in one of my classes. So that's EdPuzzle. You find videos, you turn them into useful lessons, you assign them to your students, and you collect awesome data. Now time for questions, and then we can play.
As far as videos, can you copy and paste a link of a video you know you already want to use?
Absolutely, for
Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, for example.
Fantastic. I was actually showing Kumi one extension that we have in Chrome. Extensions in Chrome are like extra features that you can add to your browser to have superpowers, let's say. One extension that we've created is the possibility to automatically use a YouTube video from YouTube. Let me show you how to get it. And again, everything I'm showing you, it's already on video on YouTube. So you can just go to YouTube and say EdPuzzle extension, and you will have a video with my terrible accent explaining how to get the extension. I'm gonna go to google.com. Here at Google, I'm gonna write EdPuzzle YouTube extension, and it's the first link. I click here, and here I will get this extension here. Just have to click the button on the top right corner. Probably, I think it's blue when you don't have it. You click it, and once you go to YouTube and you search talks, for example, this TED Talk, you're watching this video, it's awesome, it's really useful. Here you can see that you have an EdPuzzle button. To click it, and it automatically goes to EdPuzzle Presentation. And you're here with the same video, and you can trim it, you can record your voice, so it makes the whole process faster. Yeah, more questions?
Can you copy segments of the video and add, so like for example, if you want to have like 2 times through the same section?
Yeah, he's asking like having a a multi-crop, like let's say you want the first part of the video and the last, but not the middle. That is actually a feature we're literally working on right now. Again, any feedback, any questions, any things you want to see in the product, please contact us through the help button here. We would love to hear how you plan to use it, any problems that you may have. And this feature, for example, is one of the, you're 100% right, many teachers.
Well, because for language learning, for example, you'd want them to watch the same situation maybe 2 or 3 times.
Exactly. So we call it a multi-crop. Again, we try to keep it as simple as possible. So the idea is that you'll be able to crop at least one part at the beginning and another part at the end.
Another answer too to that question in terms of language learning, there's a button when they reach a question that says rewatch. So if they didn't understand it, they can click it and automatically takes them back to the last question, so they rewatch that section again. So it can automatically do that right away.
Yeah.
I also signed part 1, part 2.
Oh.
Or no?
Yes.
Short.
So Kumi
Together, so.
picks the same. Actually, I've seen this with another teacher. He said, I pick the same video and I create multiple copies of the same video. The first copy, I embed questions for general understanding of the video, like what does the video talk about, or I don't know, something general. Then the second one is more specific for vocabulary or things they have to pick at the micro level from the video. And then the last one is questions about how does this content match the syllables that we are learning in class. Why did I share this video with you? So something more like, okay, now that is the 3rd time that I watched this video, let's think on a more deeper level why we're learning this. So it's, again, you're watching the same video but with different goals each time.
And if you make your own videos from, you have like iPad, you make your own video, kind of thing like that, and then you can just put that on there as well, or you have to first go to YouTube and then.
Absolutely. You can go to search, and here you will have a yellow button that is upload. You click here, and you can just drag and drop the video that you've created. And for the kids, if they create, it's just for legal reasons, we cannot have their content public. So as a teacher, you have also the power to say, okay, I don't want to create a lesson, I want the students to create the lessons. So you would go to My Content, where you have all the videos that you've saved. You can organize them on folders. You have all your content there. You can create a student project. Once you create a student project and you assign it to one class, you're basically giving the students the tools to create their own videos. Those videos will be 100% private between you and your students, and you can give them feedback. You can say, repeat it again, or great job, something like that, and you can save those videos to assign to the rest of the class as a normal EdPuzzle video. Yep. Okay. So,
when they log on to EdPuzzle, what do they see, the students? Will it say the name of, because if they have multiple teachers using it?
Let me just show you. Let's say I created this class, I copied this class code. I'm a student.
What is Edmodo?
Edmodo is it's like a Facebook for the school. So a place where you connect with your students online.
It's like School is nothing fun. It has more interactive. It's really dry, but. And also, I've lost the video lesson because the original video was deleted from YouTube. So I lost maybe 5 or 6 at once, and I decided to download the video if I really like the video and make the lesson on EdPuzzle so that I'm less likely to lose it. And that time I lost like 5 lessons altogether. I think somebody helped me to put together. I didn't have to redo all the video. They had the data, so this is a video, this is a question. I explained it, and they put it back together for me. That was a big thing. But I don't want to ask them. So.
Yeah. Any questions? Again, any problems you may have, please contact us. Again, the help button, and everyone in the company will make sure that you can continue to use that button. As a student, I will see this. It's not, again, rocket science. We are not designers. I don't have a class. I click here to join a class. I paste the class code. I see that I'm the teacher. Yes. I have the video that I assigned. I click here. I start watching the video.
So this box represents one hole, and you can see I go ahead.
I try to skip. I can't. I go to Facebook. The video stops. I go back. It continues.
I'm going to shade it in a different way. I want to shade it.
But I can go back and watch different parts that I've already watched. But and have it full screen. Again, you can watch it. We have apps for students on iPhones, Android, smartphones, tablets, anything. So most of the students have already these devices in their pockets. It's super powerful. They are using it right now to watch videos of Justin Bieber. Let's try to make that change. We have this question. Let's say it's 1/3. Submit.
You can see it does some things. It breaks my box up into equal pieces. Now I have 6 equal.
Well, and then I would finish watching the video. It will. Right now, I watch only 10%. It gives me like I responded 1 out of 7 question, and this is my grade so far. I can continue watching this video later, or check my progress once you grade all the questions.
So if you're in several classes, you'll have like a list of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay. Now time to play. I think we have a few minutes. So we just have like maybe 15 minutes? No, less.
More. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a big
35 minutes? Okay. So let's try in these 35 minutes to think the next lesson you want to teach. Let's try it. At least try it. Let's think about the